on bed, Joby.
How come you always manage to be so busy every time I come around?
If you'd knock once in a while, maybe I'd get a chance to be prepared for you.
No, I might just try that. I'll tell you what. I'll go out and knock and come in again. You be waiting for me nice like.
Mr. Rickard, what do you want?
Me? Nothing. Just be neighborly. I get worried about you. Pretty woman here all alone, just a kid to keep her out of mischief.
We manage.
Maybe so. But you have to get a little lonely. I just want to be around when you do.
I've got a lot to do, Mr. Rickard. So if you're through being neighborly... Good day, Mr. Rickard.
I'm a patient man, Sarah. I know women. And I know you. One day that dam of reserve you built up inside of you is going to bust wide open. And you're going to be all woman, half kitten, and half bobcat. When that day comes, I'll be here for you.
From out of the West, Dick Powell, Zane Theater.
Home Sweet Home to the settler of the early West was a far cry from the push-button living we enjoy today. It usually consisted of one room, and the better homes had wall-to-wall floors. Here, for instance, is the bedroom and bath combination. And on the beds, they used ropes instead of springs. Not very soft, but at least they didn't squeak. And here's the family bathtub. Not very comfortable, but sure did a big business on Saturday night. Can you imagine Gary Cooper in one of these things? The housewife made her own soap out of used cooking fat and a little lye. 1 scrub, no dirt. 2 scrubs, no skin. Light was furnished by this coal oil lamp, but coal oil was expensive and considered a luxury. The housewife, to keep it from evaporating, used a potato as a stopper. If the potato stayed on long enough, it got kind of strong. Early American vodka. Be it ever so humble, home was a settler's most prized possession, as you will see in the story we've chosen for you this week, Fugitive. Our stars are Eddie Albert and Celeste Holm.
Ma, I just saw a man go into the barn. Who is he? Stranger. Never saw him before. Wait, maybe I can catch up with Mr. Rickard. No, Joe. We'll handle this ourselves. Get off my property.
I was only wanting to rest a spell, man.
I'll count to 5 and then I'll shoot. 1, 2. Help me get him in the house. The ointment.
Why didn't you shoot me?
There's still time.
You had your best chance in the barn.
I wouldn't shoot a helpless man. Even a wanted one.
You reckon I'm on the run, huh?
I know you are. Even without a horse.
Mine broke a leg. Miles back.
You were pushing him too fast.
Now, how do you figure that?
He threw you hard when he fell. There's dirt and pebbles ground into that shoulder. And there's dried foam on your shirt. Blown back from a lathered horse that was being pushed too hard.
You read signs like a Comanche. You got me all figured out, huh?
Except what you're running away from. But maybe I'll figure that out, too.
You and the boy live here all alone?
Don't jump to conclusions. Joby, go look down the road. See if your pa's coming back from town. Morgan's never late for supper if he can help it.
Ma, what makes you think Pa?
Go look.
No sign of him, Ma.
You Sarah Kimball?
How'd you know?
You're Joby, huh? Your husband, Morgan Kimball. Company G, Nebraska.
That's right.
You know my Pa? Where'd you see him?
Place called Hickory Creek. I was a soldier, too. My name is Sam Barlow.
How come they haven't sent Pa home yet? War's over.
Joby, I think it's time you got back to your chores in the barn.
You want to see the saddle rack I made for Pa? I'll show it to you.
You can show it to him later. When did you last see my husband, Mr. Barlow?
Oh, a short while back. I brought you his things. Lucky to find you.
Were you with him when it happened?
I saw him get hit, ma'am. He wanted to talk about you and Joby. He said that he'd never told you, but he was very grateful to you for what you'd given him. A son, a home, affection. He said it meant more to him being so much older than you.
I wish I could have given him more.
He was worried. Concerned about what had happened to you and Joby, him not coming back. How you'd get along. Will you be staying on here?
There's no place else to go. This is our home.
I'd like to help you.
We'll make out, Mr. Barlow. I think I've known all along that Morgan wasn't coming back. When I looked down that road, watching for him, it was just to keep Joby from knowing that, in case I was wrong. Thank you for going to all that trouble. Where would you be going?
I don't know. I hadn't given it any thought.
Well, you're in no fit state to move on without at least one night's rest. I'll fix some supper and you can sleep in the barn.
That's very kind of you.
Morning.
Oh, good morning.
I did the best I could with this.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
You want some breakfast before you get started. It'll be ready in about 10 minutes.
Oh, you're mighty kind.
Thank you for fixing that wheel.
Oh, it just needed a new spoke. See, I was taking a look around. That fence over there needs some posts. Some other things ought to be taken care of. I could fix them up if you didn't figure I was overstaying my leave.
That's very kind of you.
I could do those things. We don't need no strangers helping us.
Mind your manners, Joby. The mare wandered away this morning. You better go find her.
Yes'm.
He'll be all right. In time.
Brought you a bouquet. Fresh picked.
I didn't hear you knock.
I could kick that door down. You still wouldn't let me in. Good biscuits. Light and fluffy. Just the way I like them.
Maybe I better start locking that door.
That lock ain't no use, Sarah. There's an old saying I once heard. Love laughs at locksmiths. Oh, excuse me.
Come in. Sit down. Everything's just about ready.
Who's he?
If you're done with your call, Mr. Rickett, I'd appreciate your leaving.
All the time I wasted on you.
Good day, Mr. Rickett.
I think the lady asked you to leave. Well, Sarah, I guess you ain't gonna be as lonesome as I figured.
Come on, mister.
What happened to you?
What's it look like happened?
Who did it?
He ain't told me yet.
Didn't you know him?
Stranger hereabouts. Staying over the Kimball place. Never saw him before. But I figured to see him again.
What'd he look like?
What do you want him to look like?
You just start describing him. I'll tell you when you're getting warm.
6 foot maybe. 185. Light brown hair, brown eyes. Built solid.
Warming up.
You want him for something maybe?
That's between him and me, mister.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Are you Mrs. Kimball?
Yes?
My name's Quimby. I'm the new marshal. Looking for a fellow by the name of Barlow, Sam Barlow.
Sam Barlow?
That's right, ma'am. Have you seen any strangers hereabouts?
No, I haven't seen anyone. What's he done?
He's a fugitive. Destroyed government property, blew up a railroad bridge. You, mind if I take a look around?
You know I couldn't stop you, Mr. Quimby.
That's right, ma'am. You couldn't.
Found the mare all right. She was way over the hill.
Well, that's fine, Joby.
Anything wrong, Mom?
Oh, not at all, son.
I've been tracking this Barlow for miles, ma'am. Figured he might be somewhere close. I found his dead horse a ways back. Shot through the head with a broken leg. How many places a man could hide out here, being afoot?
She works fine now. She's sharp as a honed razor.
Marshal Quimby, I'd like to have you meet my husband, Morgan Kimball.
Hi, Marshal.
The marshal's been looking for a man named Sam Barlow, dear.
So?
You've been away, Mr. Kimball?
Just got back yesterday, discharged from the Army.
What outfit?
Company G, Nebraska Infantry.
Whose command, Mr. Kimball?
Major Waddell, under General McDowell.
Did you beat a man up this morning?
He was annoying Mrs. Kimball.
He says you're a stranger around these parts.
When a man's been away, he's a stranger to newcomers. Clay Rickett's only been here a month. He never saw Morgan before.
What does this Sam Barlow look like, Marshal?
Like you? Of course, you don't have a full beard, but you're built like him.
I wouldn't kiss him if he had a beard, Mr. Quimby.
Well, keep your eyes open for Barlow. He's a Confederate. Could be dangerous. Sorry to have bothered you, folks.
Is that true? Did you fight for the South?
I did. 4 long years.
You lied to me. You said you were with my husband,
I was with him when he died.
but you were on the other side.
I killed him.
You killed my husband?
We went to war.
How could you come here?
I don't know. I wanted to make up for what I did. I was sorry. I thought maybe I could help out around.
But you killed my husband.
Ms. Kimball, we were soldiers fighting the war. He was trying to kill me, too.
You're a reb. A dirty reb.
How did it happen?
He was guarding the bridge at Hickory Creek that I was trying to blow up. And he fired at me. And I fired back.
Then what?
Well, I heard him call, and I climbed back up on the bridge, and I went over to him. Nothing I could do. We talked like I told you. I never saw the face of a man that I'd shot before. So close. He wasn't an enemy anymore. He was a man. He was a husband, a father. He was needed. He had a lot of living yet to do. I prayed he wouldn't die, but I never felt so close to any man in my whole life.
When did this happen?
May 7th.
May 7th. But the war was over.
I know. I didn't know it then. I don't think your husband did either. Hickory Creek's way back up in the mountains, and word doesn't get there very fast, you know.
Why is the law after you?
Because I blew the bridge up after the war was over. The government thinks I did it out of revenge. They call me an outlaw. They won't believe I was still fighting the war that It was already lost.
And then you broke jail?
Well, how did he get here?
I believe you.
I'm mighty grateful to you.
I believe you. And I thank you for wanting to do this.
You sure it's him, Joby?
I heard him say so. The law's after him, and besides, he's a reb.
I'll be right up as soon as I finish this horse. You hightail it home like you never come here.
Yes, sir.
Where you been?
I was over to Clay Ricketts.
Well, that's not very good company to keep, Joby.
Better than you. You killed my father. I heard you say so.
Joby, I couldn't help it. It was part of the war.
Hello, Barlow. I come to turn you in. How much you worth?
You get out of here.
So I wasn't good enough for you. You figured an outlaw could take care of you and your rat better than me? Lady, you made a big mistake. I'll just start at the feet and work up. We don't turn in rebs around here. Not alive, anyhow.
Stop it. You can't do that.
After what he did to me, I'm just starting. I'm just starting.
Sam. Joby, ride to town. Get the doctor.
Joby, get the marshal first.
Sam,
I'm gonna give myself up.
I won't let you do it.
Rickard found out. Others will too. Go on, Joby. Get the marshal.
Clay found out. Because I told him. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. You did what you thought was right. Go on, run.
Oh, Sam.
Howdy, Marshal.
You sent for me?
Yeah. I'm Sam Barlow.
I know it. Could have saved everybody a lot of trouble and told me that before.
Well, there was something he wanted to do first.
So Rickard's in there dead.
That was self-defense.
I don't expect you to believe that, Marshal, but it was.
Joby told me. Well, you've got 2 witnesses. Rickard's got none. So I guess I haven't got much of a case. Still have to arrest you, though, for blowing up a government bridge and breaking jail.
Mr. Quimby, my husband was guarding that bridge. Sam Barlow killed him. They were both fighting a war they didn't know was over.
The Army says he's an outlaw.
Sam only broke jail so he could come and find us and try to make up to us for what had happened. Nobody who thinks that much of other people could ever be an outlaw.
That's all right, Sarah.
Sorry, ma'am. He still has to stand trial as soon as he's able. Be by for you in a couple of days?
I'll be here.
I know. Confederate records will show whether or not he's telling the truth. If he is, he'll be back soon.
Will you be back soon?
You can use a hired hand with a bum leg.
I'm partial to him.